A trauma bond is created through harm, power, and intermittent relief. But the roles that we assume inside those relationships are often shaped by wounds that began much earlier. Through the Hieros Gamos Alchemy archetypes, we can see 4 shadows that may become caught inside destructive relationship dynamics. These archetypes, they're not gender related. Masculine and feminine are energies that any person can express, just as light and dark are also within all of us. A person may express more than one of these shadows. They may move between them over time, or embody different roles in different relationships. These are patterns of adaptation, not fixed personality types. The first is the shadow of the light feminine, the Abandoned Maiden. They believe that love must be earned through sweetness, service, and surrender. When someone withdraws, they don't necessarily ask, is this person capable of loving me safely? They may ask instead, what did I do wrong? How can I become easier to love? What else can I give so that they don't leave? They may confuse self-abandonment with devotion and carry the abandonment wound and desire to be chosen. Their nervous system reads the other as both danger and salvation. They hurt me, but I feel alive when they see me. In some dynamics, the Abandoned Maiden becomes entangled with the shadow dark masculine, the Tyrant. So the Tyrant, they use distance, intensity, fear, or control to maintain power. They may wound through absence, then return with passion. They withhold affection, then offer just enough to restore hope. Their intensity can feel like protection. Their attention can feel like salvation. The maiden becomes increasingly desperate to be chosen, and the tyrant becomes increasingly dependent upon being chased. And one confuses fear with love, and the other confuses control with strength. Then we have the shadow light masculine. This is the fixer. They learned that being useful was the safest way to belong, and they're drawn to wounded or chaotic people because rescuing someone gives them purpose. They analyze, advise, forgive, and carry others. The shadow light masculine may experience the dark feminine's pain, volatility, or mystery as their mission. The dark feminine's chaos can activate the fixer's buried shame, guilt, or need to prove their usefulness. And when the light masculine tries to fix and is offered a glimpse of softness or vulnerability, they may think, I can't abandon them. If I love them enough, maybe they'll heal. And beneath the devotion may be another belief. If I can heal them, I'll finally prove that I'm worthy of love. Now let's look at the dark feminine's shadow. That's the wounded witch. They may use mystery, emotional volatility, seduction, or withdrawal to avoid being fully known. They reveal a glimpse of softness, and then they disappear behind smoke. They may test love instead of receiving it, manipulate instead of asking directly, and remain unknowable because being seen once meant being controlled, rejected, or harmed. The fixer becomes obsessed with reaching them, and the wounded witch becomes powerful through remaining unreachable. One tries to earn love by saving, and the other tries to stay safe by withholding. And these pairings don't mean that both people carry equal responsibility when abuse is present. A person appeasing, freezing, withdrawing, or becoming hypervigilant in response to danger is not equivalent to someone who's using coercion, intimidation, or violence to maintain power. Survival adaptations and abusive strategies must not be confused, and understanding someone's wound does not excuse the harm that they've caused. Archetypal work, it's about recognizing the role your own nervous system may keep returning to, even after the relationship ends. Because leaving the person rarely dissolves a pattern automatically. The maiden may find another person to chase emotionally. The tyrant may find another person to control. The fixer may discover another person to rescue, and the wounded witch may create another maze in which nobody can truly reach them. The bond begins to loosen when the archetype transforms. The abandoned maiden or squire learns to fill their own cup first, choosing connection without abandoning themselves. The tyrant becomes the sovereign, the king or the queen, holding power without dominating others. The fixer becomes the priest, the priestess, the lover or the poet, offering presence without making another person their project. And the wounded witch becomes an integrated sorceress or sorcerer, like a rock star who can remain magnetic, mysterious, and self-possessed without making intimacy into a maze. Take the free Hieros Gamos Alchemy archetype quiz through the link that's in my bio. Discover which archetypal shadow may be influencing your relationships, and find out what the integrated power waiting beneath it is. Healing's not becoming less loving, it's learning to love without sacrificing your safety, sovereignty, or yourself. We also have a free archetype PDF guide and plenty of long and short form content if you want to go deeper.